India has sharpened its call for long-pending reforms of the United Nations Security Council, arguing that the current structure no longer reflects today's geopolitical realities. At the heart of the debate is a deep divide over how and whether to expand permanent membership. New Delhi has rejected proposals it says would only delay meaningful change. Deeptanshu Kashyap has more.
India has again intensified its push for reforms of the United Nations Security Council, warning that global patience with the stalled process has run out. Speaking at the intergovernmental negotiations at the United Nations, India's Deputy Permanent Representative Yojana Patel said any reform that does not expand permanent membership would be incomplete and unjust. She dismissed proposals for so-called third category of seats as an attempt to delay meaningful change.
Any reform that does not result in the expansion of the permanent category would be incomplete, unjust, and ignorant of the aspirations of an overwhelming number of member states, particularly those who are reform-centric. Consideration of a third category is a red herring that is intended to delay the process further and derail the path towards reform entirely, or deliberately seek a suboptimal outcome that would push real reform many decades into the future to the detriment of the legitimacy, credibility, and relevance of the UN.
The debate now centers on how power within the United Nations Security Council is structured. The Security Council has 15 members, 5 permanent and 10 non-permanent, elected for 2-year terms. The permanent members, China, France, the United Kingdom, the United States, and Russia, wield veto power, allowing any one of them to block substantive resolutions. The G4, Brazil, Germany, Japan, and India, have proposed expanding permanent membership to 11 seats with new members elected by the United Nations General Assembly and flexibility on veto rights. At the heart of the deadlock is the proposal for a third category, also called fixed regional seats, backed by the Uniting for Consensus group led by Italy and including Pakistan and Mexico. The model proposes long-term regional seats of 8 to 10 years, eligible for re-election but without veto powers, instead of creating new permanent members. Supporters say the model would widen regional representation without putting additional power in permanent seats. But India and its G4 partners argue it merely extends the current non-permanent system, leaving the core imbalance untouched. With UN membership now at 193 countries, New Delhi says reform cannot remain procedural. The question now is whether political divisions will once again stall a process that has remained unresolved for nearly 3 decades. Deeptanshu Kashyap's report for DD India.